We are live. Hello, everybody. Your pal Hal hanging out with you. It is 11 a.m., 11:02 to be precise, on the West Coast. It is 2:02 on the East Coast. I'll be with you till 1 p.m. on the West Coast and 4 p.m. on the East Coast. Thank you for hanging out with me, Hal Rudnick, your pal Hal, right here on the back channel. And I would love for you to participate in today's show because, listen, you can be my silent pal or you can be my communicative pal. And I'm not talking about a easy for me to say, communicative disease. I'm talking about communication between pals. So here's how that works. What you will do is get your device's attention. Use the word say, and then you can put whatever you want in the chat. You can talk to me. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know what you're up to today. It is Tuesday. It is November 16th. Tell us about your Thanksgiving plans. Tell us about your tell us what you're doing right now. Are you at work? Are you hanging out at home? Are you in your bunker preparing for the end of the world? I want to know. Are you binge watching true crime? Are you a murder enthusiast? A serial killer fanatic? Listen, whatever you're into, that's cool. Judgment-free zone. So just get your device's attention, use the word say, and then anything goes. Say, Hal, I notice you shaved today. Oh, why, thank you. Or say, Hal, is that the dream team, the USA basketball team on your t-shirt featuring Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, gold medal winning 1992 team? Yes, it is. I had the shirt like this when I was a kid, and then I had to reorder it when I saw it come up in my feed because, listen, I'm just a trained monkey who clicks, and makes impulse buys on my feed. How did you do over the course of the pandemic? Did you make some crazy impulse buys? Yes. How? I brought a large trampoline and I live in a studio apartment. So now my apartment is entirely trampoline. I want to know that. Also, if you are on your computer, if you're on your phone, you can communicate with us by going to backchannel.tv. Backchannel.tv is your place to chat with us, join the conversation. I would love to hear what you're up to. Do you have, you know what? Send us a recipe. Send us your Thanksgiving hacks. Send us anything that you want us to know about you and what's happening with your day. And we could not do any of this without our trusty producer, Travis. Travis is here. And, Travis, what's going on? What are your Thanksgiving plans, Travis?
This is a big year. For the past 11 years, my friends and I, dating back to high school, have blown off our family entirely and gotten together at somebody's house and had Thanksgiving.
Oh, so you are the opposite of Dominic Toretto, because Dominic Toretto from the Fast and the Furious series says it's all about family. Family is everything. And
Yep.
you're like, screw you, fam. Am I getting this right, or am I being a little too harsh there?
You could say that. There's an argument to be made for this is my found family. No, we all just said screw our family. I remember the year. I remember the first year it happened. I wasn't there. I was with my family in Southern Oregon, and I said, I'm never coming back here. That looks like too much fun.
Wait, hanging with the family looks like too much fun, so you...
Oh, sorry, reverse
are
that.
you...
I was with my family in the inaugural year. I missed out on the first year, and I said, never again. Every year, henceforth, I'm going to be with my friends because they're having too much fun. I'm stuck in Oregon.
Gotcha.
Never again.
The Friendsgiving is too much fun. Gotcha.
Yes.
We got a little bit of feedback in the chat about some Thanksgiving good times. Will is making some Brussels sprouts. Nice.
Ooh.
Brussels sprouts had a big image change in my lifetime. You know, Brussels sprouts used to be boiled and gross. Now they're cut in half. They're grilled on the skillet. Throw some bacon in there, some thick bacon lardons. You know about the word lardons? And I really like that word in referring to bacon. So Will is making with insane honey lemon dressing. Okay. I didn't know honey lemon dressing could be insane, but Will, that's a game changer. Nicely done. And Will wants to give a shout out to Brooklyn restaurant Olia that makes the best Brussels sprouts have. All right, I guess we're shilling for Olia now, and that's fine. Olia, if you like hearing those kind of shout outs, come aboard and be a sponsor for your Pal Hal and give us money to say your name. Just kidding. Listen, I will shill for anybody, but we do a segment once in a while called begging for sponsors. So Olia, you just made the cut there. And my mother is chiming in on backchannel.tv, clean shaven, very nice. You know what, Mom? Sometimes you got to clean up your act and get your crap together and be a human being. You know what I'm saying? Are you a human being out there? Did you shower today? Did you put on clothes besides sweatpants? Are you out of the house? Are you in the office? Is the home the new office? Or are you working from home? Are you in the basement putting together a project? Are you building a dungeon in your basement? You know what? I'm not going to go down that road. I regretted it as it came out of my mouth. But I'm excited to be here with everybody on the back channel today. Please join the show. Your comments are the fuel to the raging fire that is Your Pal Hal, the Your Pal Hal show right here on the back channel. We are here 5 days a week, and I am mega pumped to be kicking it with you guys. Thank you for hanging out. All right, let's get this going with some trending topics. Let's jump into Twitter and see what is lighting up the Twitter sphere, what is going viral, what is trending, what is happening in the right now. Okay, so as far as trending topics, okay, it looks like there's going to be a Harry Potter reunion in the offing. Let's dig into this Harry Potter. Any Potterheads out there? Listen, I like me some Potter. I watched the Harry Potter movies are great. Okay, let's just get out there. I'm not talking about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. That's a different thing for me. Listen, if you're a Fantastic Beast enthusiast, go there. Like, you're fantastic. You are a fantastic beast. But I haven't seen them. That's it. But I the Potterverse holds a place in my heart. Although, here's a dirty secret. Haven't read the books. I know. I know. I'm a Philistine. I'm just a tourist in the world. Here's one other. Okay, I say I like the movies a lot, but here's one other confession, if you will. They all run together for me a little bit. Like I can kind of remember the first one and the last one, and then there was like a Gary Oldman one, but the 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 hijinks from all the Harry Potter movies, if you told me, oh, name like this happened in which one, I'd be like, bruh, uh, um, Hermione's Revenge. That's not even one. That's that's not even the Harry Potter and the Great Quidditch Adventure. That's not one either. See that, but trust me when I say I love the Harry Potter movies. I enjoyed the hell out of them, and oh, I let's just say I've been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Los Angeles a couple of times. Okay, not just once. So I've been to Hogwarts. I've drank the butterbeer. I've been in a store that sells very expensive, overpriced magic wands and not bought one. I'm not listen. I'm not gonna buy $100 wand at Universal Studios. Okay, I'm not that level, and I'm not a book reader of the Harry Potter books. I'm not that level. Enjoying all the fanfare around it, sure. Um, Harry Potter, the 20th anniversary return to Hogwarts will premiere on HBO Max. So they're getting together Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, and what's the other guy's name? Rupert Grint, I think his name is. And he's the redheaded Ron Weasley. And I guess they're gonna just like hang out and just trade stories. So it's a little bit like the Friends reunion on HBO Max. Like it's cool. Yeah, let's walk down memory lane here. I wouldn't mind seeing them just come back for a new movie. That'd be cool. Uh, what do you think? Are you how big of a Harry Potter fan are you? Can you tell the movies apart? Let me know. Do you have a favorite of the Harry Potter films? You can talk to us again by addressing your device. Use the magic word say, and there you go. Hal, say, or say, Hal, I love Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Say, I love Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I say, I love Harry Potter and the Hogwarts pajama party. I lost it. I there was not a Hogwarts pajama party. Also, that kind of sounds like almost like a Harry Potter porno, which don't want to go there. But do you have a favorite Harry Potter fan? Are you a Potterhead? Are you a J.K. Rowling hater? She listen, she created a magical world, but also, she has come out with some hateful stuff about trans people. And so J.K. Rowling, very controversial figure. She was beloved. And then she became that much more woke and accepted and beloved by people for saying, "Oh, Dumbledore was gay," and maybe you could have put that in the books. We could have. It might have been cool to have an awesome gay wizard in the books. But after the fact, okay. But then, yeah, it's kind of really dinged her legacy there. So, are you pissed at J.K. Rowling? Let us know in the chat. Harry Potter lover, has that affected your Harry Potter love at all? Because I've talked to some folks. I've seen people on Twitter. We are in the Twitter sphere right now talking about some trending topics, the Harry Potter reunion. Some people are like, yeah, thanks to JK, I'm like, uh ta-ta. Oh, yeah, I'm totally into Harry Potter. JK something. I was trying to use JK and getting into some acronyms there. Anyway, let us know a favorite Harry Potter. Travis, how big of a Harry Potter head are you? Are you do you like to venture into the Potterverse? Are you a Draco Malfoy? What house are you? Are you Slytherin? Are you a Hufflepuff?
Oh boy, I don't think I ever got that deep. I read the books. I did. I liked them a lot. I was right at that
Right?
age. They came out. I was about third grade,
Nice.
and the movies just never captured me the way that the books did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess if you have that to compare. See, I never read the books, and I'm like, oh, I had to watch the movies for work when I was doing some entertainment news coverage and stuff, and so
Mhm.
I binged them and just enjoyed the heck out of them. Just they swept me away to a fantastical land.
That makes sense. I feel like if you did them all in one go, it would feel like a complete story, despite the length of some, despite some of the misses. You wouldn't feel the misses as much. I ended up missing a few of them, and then by that point, I was so locked in on how good the Lord of the Rings movies were. Not that it's about comparison, but I was like, I've got my fantasy thing. I'm good. I'm hanging
Gotcha.
out with the
Yeah.
hobbits.
And then were you a Game of Thrones enthusiast?
I missed it, and what got me into Game of Thrones finally,
Hmm.
and by that I mean I let my roommate explain it to me, was watching the parody Game of Zones, which was an animated show that crossed Game of Thrones with current NBA drama. And that's as far as I got.
Wait, so like LeBron is the king of the North and Steph Curry is Cersei Lannister?
Much like that. And honestly, the if you like, you only have to like one of the two things. But it was all animated in somewhat of a sort of like papery style, and they did 5 seasons. Drake was a heavy player in it for a time.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, Drake, one of the kings of the North, because a huge Toronto Raptors fan, hanging out in the six. And when the
Mm-hmm.
Toronto Raptors went on their championship run with Kyrie Irving, Drake was
Yep.
right there.
They
And
cast the
oh, I
San
was just gonna
Antonio
say,
Spurs as White
uh,
Walkers.
oh, that makes sense. Yeah, kind of like the zombified with Greg Popovich. I like that. How do I not? How is this not on my radar? I need to watch this because I'm a huge
Yeah,
basketball head. Um,
Bleachport.
uh, oh, nice. Did you see my my Dream Team shirt?
I did. Big fan.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we got who's on this? This Carl Malone, David Robinson. Um,
Dilapidated
Patrick
Larry Bird.
Ewing. Yeah. So anyway, it's faded from washing. But there you go. My mom says, Deborah Rudnick chiming in, yes, in the chat. And you can join the chat too at backchannel.tv or just talk to your device, use the word say, and put your comment right after the word say. My mom says, well, I'll have to review some more of Harry Potter before I comment. Okay, so my mother has not seen the Potterverse. She is not versed in Harry Potter. Mom, I love you. And let's see what else is happening on Twitter here. So, oh, can you find this Laura Ingraham clip that's gone viral here, Travis, please? So, Laura Ingraham, who is uh, a uh, a dumpster goblin. Fox News is Laura Ingraham. Ingram, yeah, just a terrible woman indeed. But she had a very funny moment that uh, I want to. I want to play this if we can and just talk about this clip that's gone viral. Laura Ingraham from Fox News was talking to someone and they literally had this confused moment that I'm like, was this like this is like a who's on first and if you know the Abbott and Costello wordplay, like who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third. This is insane. Uh yeah, Travis, if you want to go ahead and play this, let's take a look at this. It's so bizarre. Is it possible to take a look?
Give me one sec. Keep stalling.
Yeah. So the basically she had a guest on and the guest was talking about um subject matter that's too woke or something, railing against that as Fox News uh does. And listen, wokeness can absolutely be a parody of itself sometime, but yeah, it's the whole other conversation. They were talking about the Netflix show You, the Netflix show that is entitled You, and confusion ensued. So, uh, Laura Ingraham literally thought the guest was talking when he said you, and she's like, me? When did I do this? He's like, no, the show, you. And she's like, No, what I never said that on my show. So they literally had this confusion. You can find it for yourself. It's crazy. But then someone was saying that it was a scripted moment. It was like a scripted comedy bit. I'm like, what the what? Did I get fooled? Listen, you got to wake up pretty early to fool me, or just wake up at all and tell me something, and I'll believe it because I'm gullible. But uh, or yeah, I don't know. Travis says the clip is ready. Let's take a look at this and tell me if this is real or if it's like actual confusion or staged. Here we go. Or oh, Travis, was that a fake out? Travis Reeves.
What happened?
Oh, I haven't. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what happened. Hello, 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 hello. All right. Uh, well, so I highly suggest search that clip, look it up. It's ridiculous. I hope it's real. I just, please, like the internet can be such a giving, like the internet can be the giving tree sometimes. It'll just drop an apple of joy and goodness. And if Laura Ingraham actually gotten that confused moment where she did not know that the show You was a show and thought the guy was talking to her, that would make my day. If not, um, well, yeah, y'all, I am dying. Yeah, people, it's a viral clip. Look it up and very much, and then look up the classic comedy clip from Abbott and Costello, Who's on First. Oh, very much, Travis, if you wanna, scroll back to Dude, Where's My Car? It's very much like that moment where, Ashton Kutcher and not Chris Klein, who's that Travis, who's that other actor from Dude, Where's My Car? Sean William Scott. Thank you, Travis. Sean William Scott and Ashton Kutcher are like, what does your tattoo say? Dude. Yeah? What does it say? What does yours say? Sweet. Dude. Sweet. Dude. Sweet. And they don't realize their tattoos literally say dude and sweet. It was that kind of moment. I hope my description of it did it justice. Seek it out on your own. Have yourself a laugh. You'll have a laugh if you seek it out on your own. And let's see what else is trending in the Twitterverse. Okay, the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer drops today. Are you excited about Spider-Man No Way Home? It is people are talking about the multiverses and all of the different Spider-Man. There are many, we talk about Spider-Man, but what about the Spider-Man? Yes, there are multiple Spider-Man, and everyone's saying that we are going to get, a healthy dose of multiple Spider-Man. And then we're going to get the baddies, all the baddies, all the bad boys of the Spidey universe, the naughty guys, the villains, the Green Goblin. Oh my goodness, my blue screen. Earthquake. Just kidding, not an earthquake. Oh, technical difficulties. Note to self, set up blue screen sturdier. Thank you. So all the bad guys, you got the Doc Ock, you got the Green Goblin. We've been talking about this for a few days. A lot of excitement behind this, and and if you don't know, Spider-Man and the Spider-Men are in. There's a multiverse. There are different dimensions. So I guess wormholes and time and space. Like there's some like we're getting into some physics here. Um, all these worlds exist simultaneously. So people are super geeked. What are we going to see? There have been some leaks from the trailer. I guess Toby Maguire is back Do you have a favorite Spider-Man? Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Unknown user said yes. Okay, our unknown user. Listen, whether you're known or unknown, I I love that you're here, and I agree. Yes, yes, indeed. And if you're a known user or an unknown user, I would love to hear from you. Do you have a favorite superhero movie of all time? Do you have a favorite Spider-Man? And you can tell us by addressing your device, use the magic word say, and then go from there. Say, Andrew Garfield is my very favorite Spider Man, or say, Andrew Garfield is like a distant fourth when it comes to Spider-Man. So let us know if you have any thoughts on Spider-Man No Way Home. The trailer is dropping today. There's a lot of anticipation around that. It's become, have you noticed, kind of become this cottage industry, or like there's the internet has given us so much more excitement around the world of trailers and trailer releases, because it's different from when I was growing up, or even probably like 10 years ago. It's you get these, you have trailers, you have teaser trailers, you have teasers, you have teasers, you have Little Caesars teaser pleasers, you have appetizers, you have appetizers, you have an appetizer to the teaser trailer, and then you have the trailer, the full trailer, which is the entree. Then maybe you'll have an extended trailer. It's gotten crazy. Oh, and then you have leaked images. Oh, an image just dropped from the new Batman. The new Batmobile looks sick. Like, it's so crazy how just like the release of information has become this new commodity in regards to films. Back in the day, it was just like, oh, you got a trailer, you got a movie, and that's how we're doing it. Get it? But no, this is whole new biz with all of these the different trailer releases and all the offshoots and incarnations of trailers. Have you noticed this? Does this bother you? You can talk to us right here on the back channel. Go to backchannel.tv and you can type in some comments to us, and or talk to your device if you have one, and get your device's attention. Use the word say, and you can let us know what you think. Travis, one more thing that I saw trending earlier was there was an article about the best and worst foods to eat. Listen, I fancy myself a healthy boy, and I like to eat moderately healthy. I want to know, there it is, there it is. What are some of the best and worst foods to eat? This is from the Times of London, I believe. Let's take a look here. Okay. Um uh, what are the best oh, so you have to start a free trial. They really get you with that. Okay. So all right. Over 3 years, they've tested and profiled 8,032 foods and drinks, used an algorithm of 54 different attributes for each item to rank them from best to worst. Wow. Okay. Here we go, folks. Get ready to change your diet. Your Pal Hal bringing the health. Or if you want to go in the opposite direction, if you want to go full supersize me and get ready to start pounding 2-liter bottles of cola. Let's see what they got. Drinks, the best drinks, celery juice. So, I mean, interesting. I didn't know that celery or celery juice would have that many healthful properties, because they say celery, you actually, by eating celery, you burn calories. So it's like, it inverts itself. Your calories implode on themselves. So celery juice, the healthiest drink. Tomato juice. I know my mother loves some tomato juice. She always considers it a good time for a V8. Shout out to Ashley, Stacy, Kearney. Thank you for joining the stream. Great to see you. Welcome to the party. You are hanging out with your pal Hal. We are talking about the best and worst foods to eat. Okay, celery juice, tomato juice, skimmed milk cappuccino. Interesting. Skimmed milk. See, I'm a black coffee guy. Right here, I got it in my Pee Wee Herman mug. I'm a loner Dottie, a rebel. Yeah, Pee Wee, represent. Okay, so those are the best drinks, the most healthy drinks. Here are the worst. Let's do this. Get ready to make some huge dietary changes, folks. Cola, lemonade, sports and energy drinks, including Gatorade and Monster. Wow. So let me just say this. Gatorade, Monster, please still sponsor this show. And if you do, I will lie on your behalf and say Monster Energy, the most healthful drink. That's my promise to you. I will lie if you sponsor us. But that being said, yeah, those are the least healthy drinks. Cola, lemonade, sports and energy drink. I mean, like when I think about it, yeah, sugar bombs. I like to use that word a lot. I like to use that phrase a lot. Like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna avoid that sugar bomb. So yeah, I'm not getting as much. Apple juice is the healthiest, says Stacy. Okay. Stacy, good to know. Not according to this study. So Stacy, I think you need to take it up with the Times of London. They respectfully disagree. But Stacy, keep drinking that apple juice. And guess what, Stacy? I think you've got the Mott's. If anyone remembers that old Mott's apple juice commercial. But Stacy, I appreciate you chiming in. Stacy loves that apple juice. And let's see, what are the other unhealthy drinks? Sweetened cranberry juice with added vitamin C. See, like I would think cranberry juice, it's supposed to be what, good for the prostate? And added vitamin C. That's good. Not according to the Times of London. And iced coffee mocha low fat milk latte. I mean, one might just think because it's got the words low fat in it that it's healthy. No, not at all. No can do. All right. Grains and pastas. Let's hit this. The best. Quinoa. Quinoa's had a real come up. Quinoa has had a real resurgence. Not resurgence because it never surged before. Like quinoa's become like a real thing in my lifetime. So quinoa and listen, I mess with the quinoa. I F with quinoa. All right. And I enjoy it. So quinoa, a very healthy grain slash pasta. Wild rice. Uh, yeah, I like a little apple juice for the kidneys or cranberry juice for the kidneys, Stacy. But whatever it is, I appreciate that. Kidneys, they're kidney health, important. Toby joined the stream. Toby, welcome to the party. So we got that wild rice. Wild rice. Oh, cranberry juice. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for clarifying. And Stacy, thank you for caring about our kidneys. Wild rice has a cousin, mild rice. Wild rice is, yeah, let's party. I'm drunk. I'm wild rice. Mild rice says, I'm going to stay in for the night. Hi, Toby. Thanks for the shout out. Okay, so and whole grain pasta. Get a little bit of that whole wheat pasta, y'all. Also, what about cauliflower grains? Cauliflower is the new pizza crust, right? Okay, here's the worst grains and pastas for you. Noodles, white rice, empty calories, white pasta. Ooh, so there you have it. But Listen, like last week, I was crowing about all the Italian food that I just mowed when I was in New York. And let's just say there was a lot of white pasta. I really, I probably, I probably gained 5 pounds and took 5 years off my life with the amount of pasta and cheese that I ate when I was in New York a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so feel free to adjust accordingly. Whole grain pasta is pretty good. Like I'm good with switching out white pasta with whole grain pasta. I don't know how y'all's feel about that. All right, scrolling down. Bread and cereals, shredded wheat, healthy. Instant porridge with plain water. That sounds like what's the Cinderella, like the stepchild was served. Eat your porridge with plain water, Cinderella, while her evil stepsisters like ate like uh, uh, blueberry pancakes and bacon and all sorts of delicious things. Ethiopian injera bread. I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly. Sorry. Injera bread, and I guess that's the spongy bread. I like some Ethiopian food. I've had some good. There's a, a little neighborhood in Los Angeles called Little Ethiopia, and you get some very delicious concoctions over there. My mom says rice is nice. The doctor said white rice good for the tummy. Okay, thank you for the tummy tips, mother. Thank you for the tummy tips. The worst for you, cinnamon raisin bagel. Okay, yeah, I guess that's. And then you put like some real fatty cream cheese on there, and so you got a sugary bagel, and then you got like the fatty cream cheese. Got it. White hot dog roll, man. But okay. Uh, now I love snacks. I my grandfather who was a fireman loved shredded wheat. Fireman special, my mother says. So I'm a huge snacker. I like food. I'll talk about food. I'll talk about snacks all day. Are you eating? Are you snacking on something right now? Let us know in the comments. I wants to know. White hot dog roll. Talk to the hand. Pretzel bun? Yes, please. If you do not respect, understand, know the majesty of the pretzel bun, then you are missing out. You might not be living life correctly. Danielle, welcome. Zhu, welcome to the party. Joe, sorry if I'm mispronouncing, but I am very glad to have you here. Do you agree or disagree with any of these food things we're talking about? Unhealthy versus healthy? Or do you have something that's off the list that you're like, "Oh, this is what I like and I swear by it." Like my friend Stacy. Stacy is a pal to Hal, and she says apple juice is the healthiest. So, Stacy chiming in with apple juice. Do you have anything that is a particularly healthy or unhealthy? Are you like, listen, I know that I'm taking years off my life with my consumption of McRib sandwiches or whatever it is, but I don't care because I live for it. Let us know. Talk to us. You can join us by talking to your device, using the word say, and then letting us know what your thoughts are on this topic. Say, I go to Outback Steakhouse and eat a bloomin' onion every day. Not healthy. Or I only eat sprouts and quinoa. Okay, healthy, a little boring. Let us know if you have any thoughts on that. Okay, and then white pita bread. Damn. First, they came for the white hot dog buns, then they came for the white pita bread. I love pita chips and hummus. Oh, times of London, you're hurting me where I live. Okay, fruit and veggies. Here we go. Best blackberries, cranberries, grapefruit, raspberries, lemon, lime. Orange, Tangelo. Okay. Apricot, can't. Basically, they've listed every fruit. Slow your roll times of London. It's like, I don't know, list them all. Too long a list. You screwed up. Like you had a pattern going. 3 and 3, 3 and 3. This is You literally listed every fruit times of London. You just lost your Pulitzer Prize times of London. Here are your worst fruits. Dried apple. Yeah, sugar bomb. It's another sugar bomb. Watch out for those sugar. Maraschino and glace cherries. Yeah, maraschino cherries, they belong in a Shirley Temple or an old fashioned. If I'm drinking an old fashioned, all right, I'll mess with a maraschino cherry from the bar. Otherwise, yeah, that's candy. Fruit served in a pudding. Yeah. If the only fruit you're getting is in like a pudding, or like if the only fruit you're getting is in the middle of like a of a frosted birthday cake, like a fruit center, you're not doing fruit right, my dude. So yeah, fruit served in a pudding. That sounds just like a dessert fruit. Yeah. Um, yeah, not healthy. Okay. This is cool. I am getting a lot of cool fun facts out of this. I hope you're enjoying this half as much as I am. All right. So dairy alternatives, plain Greek yogurt. On the Greek island, we live to 110 years old thanks to that Greek yogurt. Very nice. Uh, I do mess with low fat Greek yogurt. Here's my little life hack: sour cream, a lot of saturated fat. I avoid the saturated fats, y'all. I did not realize we were going to be getting that much into health food today and like what to eat and what not to eat. But I live for this stuff. I read the backs of packages like a maniac. So much so, my wife says sometimes I spoil the fun of eating. But no more sour cream for this guy. Eat like on a baked potato, get your get your Greek yogurt, get your low fat Greek yogurt, put a dollop of that on there. Bam! Now you're talking. You're not going to miss the sour cream. I promise you. Unsweetened almond milk. I mess with that. I also do oat milk. And soya milk. Is that the same as soy milk? I don't know. That A is throwing me off there. It says soya milk. My mom says, go out and go blueberry picking, an old time sport. My mom definitely coming to us from the days before social media. Go out and go blueberry picking, an old time sport, my mother says. You gotta be bored. No, that sounds nice. Get a basket, go out to a field, a blueberry orchard. Is that what you would call it where blueberries grow? Okay. Worst dairy, processed cheese slices. Oh yeah, like those Kraft singles. Sorry, or Velveeta. Sorry. And chocolate milk. Oh, but I love me some chocolate milk when I'm in the right mood. Okie doke. Snacks. Oh, I love to snack. Shout out for snacks. Okay. And please, I would love to hear, do you have any thoughts on this? Meow, join the stream. Meow, meow. Good to see you, Meow. Thank you for being here. We got Mary all the way from Ohio. Very nice. Billy in Wisconsin. Stacy is in Texas. Will is in Nebraska. Kristen's in Michigan. A lot of states representing today. I love it. We got Riyadh. We got Sunny in Indiana. Good times. If you have any dietary tips, or what is something that you know is terrible for you, but you can't stop eating it? Cigarettes. No, I used to be a smoker. I gave it up. Cold turkey. Thank you very much. About 7 years ago. Have not looked back. Bye bye. I'm doing this because it's in the rear view mirror, waving to them. Let's keep it going. All right, best snacks. Frozen low-fat dark chocolate yogurt. Okay. I like dark chocolate. Haven't tried this specific thing. Dark chocolate covered almonds. Here for it. Air popped plain popcorn. Oh, I'm absolutely a skinny pop enthusiast. I am there. Listen, so a lot of brands and foods are getting free shout outs today. If you want to sponsor your Pal Hal, I will say Skinny Pop is the best. Orville Redenbacher, he's a war criminal. So eat Skinny Pop. Or Orville Redenbacher, that old man was a convicted grave digger, grave robber back in the day. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I will talk crap about your competitors until we get a cease and desist. But yeah, listen, I mess with all those healthy snacks, except for the low-fat dark chocolate yogurt. I don't know where to find that specific thing. Worst snacks, sweetened froyo. Damn, why you gotta come for my pinkberry, son? Why you gotta mess with my yogurt land? All right. Oh, I used to eat a lot of froyo with many toppings. Now I'm learning a lesson. Croissant. Ah, sacre bleu, le croissant. Uh, Croissants are tasty. Nice buttery croissant. Marshmallows. Dang. You know who's not happy about that? Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. Okay. And there you have it. That was a list. It didn't really list any, didn't get to any meats or anything here. So less meat. Yeah, you're going to want to eat less meat, more fruit. That is your Times of London nutritional report. Sounds good. Dark chocolate yogurt ice cream. Yes, it does. And again, please, you can join us in the conversation. Let us know what your favorite snack is by going to get your device's attention, use the magic word say, and then chime in. Say licorice for the win. Say, I love cracking walnuts with a big metal walnut cracker and making a mess. I'm a big fan of sunflower seeds, but they're also like a little messy. They get all over the place. You got to have a spitting cup, and people don't like you spitting around them, but I enjoy sunflower seeds because it's an activity and a snack. Thank you again for hanging out with your Pal Hal. Again, talk to us in the chat or go to backchannel.tv and leave your comments there. Let's shift gears. We talked about a couple of Twitter trending topics. We did a deep dive into dietary stuff, which I am all for. I will talk snacks. I will talk food. I will talk healthy, unhealthy. Listen, healthy baseline, then you can do whatever you want. But I'm not going to push my food politics on you anymore right now. Let's shift gears and go to some streaming TV reviews and recommendations. Yeah. All right. Travis, are you excited? Do you have are you watching anything lately before we get into a couple of picks for the folks?
Whew.
Are there any shows? Are there any shows that you're excited for that are coming out, or that you've been down with lately?
I think I said this last week, but I just capped off season 3 of What We Do in the Shadows on Hulu. Really enjoyed that.
Good stuff.
Great time.
Yes, the TV series about vampires, inspired by the Taika Waititi movie.
Mm-hmm. I'm finally hearing some feedback about this Cowboy Bebop live action series, and it sounds like they pulled it off.
Very cool. Yeah, John Cho, based on the beloved anime, bringing it to life. A live action Cowboy Bebop coming to Netflix. Very cool.
He was quoted recently as saying that he feared he was, quote, too sexy to play the role convincingly. And that's
At
true.
least the guy's modest. The guy is modest. That's very funny. Travis, thank you for chiming in. We got a couple of things to watch and look forward to there. I'm going to go through a handful of shows and movies that are currently streaming right now, and you can find and let you know whether it's a waste of time or not. First off, we just got out of spooky season. Now we're getting into crispy season, Christmas season. But if you haven't seen it, available on Peacock, streaming on Peacock. You have to have the not on the free membership. You have to on Peacock Plus, I guess it is. Halloween Kills. So I really liked the Halloween movie that came out in 2018. It was a nice return to form. Plus, you had Jamie Lee Curtis coming back to reprise her role from the 1970s. That was super cool. So that movie, it got the job done. It was full of scares. Halloween Kills, which came out in October. It's still there if you haven't seen it. I think it's worth checking out. It's not as good as the last Halloween film. Okay? Let's just say that. But it's weird and it's kind of like just um it's a little bit cuckoo for coconuts crazy. You got these storylines all over the place, but what I do like, what is very cool, is it is a continuation of that very night. So if you saw the last Halloween film, this is kind of a turn your brain off slasher movie. And here's the thing, I am reticent to criticize a Halloween movie too hard because I want two things. I want Michael Myers and I want stabbings. I want Michael Myers to get stabby, okay? And Michael Myers got stabby in Halloween Kills. What more could you want? Also, it, it's like got a lot of chaos. Like the story is like following these characters all over the place and it's almost funny in the way that it tries to infuse a little bit of messaging, like here's a cautionary tale or a moral. Meanwhile, people are getting impaled on spikes, but it it does try to have a message about mob rule and mob violence. Oh, if you let the mob take control, we're all done for, which is a good message, but it gets a little bit lost in the schlocky horror movie. So, you know what? And another franchise that tries to do that sometimes is um, the uh the Saw movies, the Jigsaw Saw movies. There's sometimes like I remember this one Saw movie, it had like really heavy messaging about how broken the US healthcare system is. And I'm like, whoa, Saw. Like, am I watching a Saw movie or Last Week Tonight with John Oliver? You know what I'm saying? So same thing with this Halloween Kills. Like it's laughable, some of the heavy-handed allegory that is made in the film, but that just kind of adds for the fun. It's just dumb. It's a good time. And like I said, all I want is Michael Myers getting stabby. And Halloween Kills does that. Worth checking out. And it's a fun continuation of the movie from a couple years back. Uh, another this is something that has been out for the original first series came out a couple of years ago, and within this past year we had season 2 come out of one of the best sketch comedy shows that I have seen in years. That is I Think You Should Leave on Netflix. If you haven't seen I Think You Should Leave, let's rectify that situation. Okay. Tim Robinson is the star and co creator, writer of this show. And it is so weird. It is so intensely funny. Uh, and the, it is like really distilled awkwardness and awkward funny into its purest form. And it's a show that not only is it so damn hilarious, but it's like it's become like a cultural touchstone with like certain memes. I don't know if you've seen Tim Robinson in the hot dog costume. Can we bring up that image of Tim Robinson in the hot dog costume, Travis? Uh, it is like you've probably seen this memed before. So in this one sketch, a hot dog shaped car, like one of those Oscar Mayer hot dog Wienermobiles, crashes into the front of a store, and no one knows who did it. And Tim Robinson, who's there in that hot dog costume, is like, "We better find out who it was. I don't know who it was, sir. It was clearly your car." Um, this is an intensely funny show and very off-putting and dark, and it perfectly captures like these socially awkward moments. Season 2 just came out. Binge the whole thing. Also, if you have a couple of drinks or an edible before you watch, not going to hurt. You will laugh way too much. Have you seen I Think You Should Leave on Netflix? Let us know. Let us know if you have any thoughts on Halloween. Are you here for new Michael Myers? Is it too scary for you? Let us know in the chat. And you can get the chat's attention. You can talk in the chat by getting your device's attention. Use the word say and throw your comment in after that. Steven just joined the stream. Steven, good to see you here. You can get the chat's attention by using the word say and then put your comment after that. Say, Michael Myers is my hero. Say, Michael Myers and Halloween is too scary for me. You can let us know in the chat. So, absolutely recommending I Think You Should Leave from Tim Robinson. Also, there are cameos from some of like your favorite comedic actors, or maybe just my favorite, like Bob Odenkirk, um, Tim Heidecker from Tim and Eric. There are some really funny people throughout this series, so definitely, it gets my highest recommendation. Tim Robinson, I Think You Should Leave, and then one more recommendation for everybody. Pardon me. Are you a music fan? Are you a music enthusiast? Do you Have you ever heard music? One of the seminal indie rock bands from the 1970s, a band whose sphere of influence is wide and large and kind of epitomized a 1970s New York cool, the Velvet Underground. The Velvet Underground has a new documentary out that came out last month on Apple Plus. And this is a very cool journey that explores the formation of a rock band that was extremely influential throughout history. They might not have like sold the most albums. They're not as popular as, yeah, of course, like, Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, other bands of that era. But they had a brief moment in time from like the late 60s to the mid 70s where they were doing some extraordinary music. They were revolutionizing that, like, not just music but art and fashion, because they were connected with Andy Warhol, the legendary artist, and his group of artists, creators called The Factory in 1970s, 1960s New York. And the journey that this movie takes you on, like, it takes you into like the bowels of like creating and cool and what kind of birthing these movements in New York City at the time. Also, one thing I really loved about this movie, like just the wry sense of humor and the rivalry they talk about between the Velvet Underground and Lou Reed, the legendary lead singer of the Velvet Underground, and Frank Zappa in the 1970s. Because Frank Zappa, I guess they were saying, was the kind of the indie West Coast version of like a cool new movement. The Velvet Underground was the East Coast version. When they met, they did not get along and they talked a lot of crap to each other. And yeah, that like they hated each other. So it just made me laugh hearing these stories. And one other thing about this movie, it celebrates the music. So you could just put this on in the background and like while you're cooking or something, or just while you're cleaning the house or whatever, and you're going to enjoy it because the music is on full display. It's directed by Todd Haynes, really well done, beautifully directed, and there's so much archival footage, and it's often paired right next to a modern day current interview. And so it's really creatively constructed. The music is on full display and really celebrated. And I'm going to say something stupid obvious here, but if you're doing a documentary on a band, you want the music to be on full display. And this Velvet Underground documentary really does that. And if you're not familiar with the Velvet Underground, I'd say give it a shot, and you are going to, I think, be shocked and pleasantly surprised. If I was going to compare them to more modern bands, or like where their kind of indie rock sphere of influence touched, I would say like, in the like 80s, early 90s indie bands like Jane's Addiction, the Pixies, and then even going to like kind of the grunge era, like would you have Nirvana without Velvet Underground experimenting with sound and music before them? Because like Nirvana was sort of an antidote to like hair metal of the day, and uh, the Velvet Underground, they created their own style and own sound, almost to their detriment, in as much as they weren't trying to be super commercial. So I can't say enough good things about this documentary. Absolutely worth checking out. Velvet Underground is available on Apple Plus. Check it out. It is 4 minutes after noon, 4 minutes after 12 o'clock here in Los Angeles, California. It is 4 minutes after 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That's how that works. Time zones, learn them. 4 minutes after 3 o'clock on the East Coast. I'll be here till 4 o'clock on the East Coast. I'll be here till 1 o'clock on the West Coast. You're hanging out with your pal Hal. I appreciate you being here with us as we go on a little journey uh, in the back channel. And we're here 5 days a week. Thank you for kicking it with us here in the back channel. If you want to join the conversation, let us know. Do you have any movie or TV streaming recommendations or movie theater films that you've seen recently? Get your device's attention. Use the word "say" and tell us. Say, "Hal, I loved Clifford the Big Red Dog. I saw it in the movie theater, and that Clifford stole my heart like it was a milk bone." Okay, you could say that. Or say, "Hal, I just watched Bridgerton and I am hot and bothered," or whatever you want to tell us about. I would love to hear if you have any thoughts on anything cool that you watched recently. Let us know in the comments, or you can go to backchannel.tv and join us there. Hey, Travis, producer Travis, are you around, my friend? Travis, guess what time it is? Travis, are you there? All right, no worries, Travis. I'll tell you what time it is. It's trivia time. Oh my goodness. What do you know? It is trivia time. Folks, we're doing this for bragging rights. That's right. Play along with us. Let us know. You can talk to us. Oh, Travis, are you there now? Oh, I was hearing all sorts of car noises from outside of your window. Um, well, Travis, I hope everything is okay in your world and that you're not getting too much exhaust from the cars going by. Anyway, we are going to be playing some trivia. And here is how this is going to work. I'm going to ask trivia questions. You can chime in. Chime in by getting your device's attention. Use the word say when I ask you a question. What's 2 plus 2? That's like a easy math question. That's not a trivia question. Who was the 44th president of the United States? You will get your device's attention, then you'll use the word say. James K. Polk, you would be wrong. You would use the word say and then put your answer. Say Barack Obama. You are correct. So we are playing for bragging rights right here and to win the heavyweight belt for the day in the Your Pal Hal Trivia Challenge. That is right. And again, use the word say and give us your answer, or go to backchannel.tv and clickety clack type in your answer right there. Here is question number 1. Okay. All right, action fans. Let's go back to one of the most classic action movies of all time, Die Hard. What is the name of the skyscraper that Die Hard takes place in? You heard me. What is the name of the skyscraper that Die Hard takes place in? It's where Hans Gruber comes to get the bearer bonds. So, John McClane. I'm. T- let me, I used to be able to do a good Alan Rickman. John Detective McClane, we have your wife. All we want is the bearer bonds. So, Mr. Potter, Harry Potter. Again, here is the question. What is the name of the building in Los Angeles that Die Hard, the fictional building that Die Hard takes place in? You can let us know by getting your device's attention. Use the word say and then putting in the answer. Say the Chrysler Building. Say the Empire State Building. Both of those would be wrong. All right. Hey, Travis, do you know the answer to this one? Oh, I'll take that as a no. I don't. That is fine. That is fine. Anyone know the answer? In Die Hard, Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman, Reginald Vell Johnson. Don't sleep on my man. Family Matters own Reginald Vell Johnson. By the way, Reginald Vell Johnson never not playing a cop. Listen, you play the hand you're dealt. Wasn't he a cop on Family Matters and a cop in Die Hard? Reginald Vell Johnson, one of our greatest typecast police officers. All right, so the answer to our first trivia question. And again, no Googling, folks. If you Google, you're only lying to yourself. All right. This is stuff that's straight off the dome. Do you have the answer at your fingertips? And the answer is Nakatomi Plaza. Nakatomi. Nakatomi Plaza. There it is. Thank you, Travis. Uh, Yeah, uh, the team of terrorists, Hans Gruber, I guess his brother was like wasn't one of the terrorists his brother in the scheme of the movie. Uh, th- they raided the Christmas party at Nakatomi Plaza, and thank God for Bruce Willis. Yippee-ki-yay, MFR. There you go. That was trivia question number 1. All right. Trivia question numero dos. I got a good one for you here. Um, ooh, Okay. Just because I am getting depressed earlier because it's getting darker sooner, I got a little daylight savings question for you. We just went through daylight savings time. Here is our daylight savings question. Which two US states don't observe daylight saving time? Which two US states don't observe daylight savings time? You can let us know by typing in your answer at backchannel.tv or get your device's attention and then use the word say and drop in the answers after that. Say New Jersey and California. You're going to be wrong. All right. Which two states do not observe daylight savings time? All right. So should we just abandon daylight savings time? Is daylight savings time a bad idea? Can't we just like I want more sunlight while I'm awake. And just yeah, gets dark sooner and it can be a little gloomy sometimes. I don't want no one wants to be a gloomy Gus. Am I right? So again, let us know in the chat, join us, use the word get your device's attention, use the word say and put in your answers after that. Say Maine and Massachusetts. That would be wrong, by the way. Okay, so I've given you four. I've said New Jersey, California, Maine, Massachusetts. You already, process of elimination out of 50, you can cross off four. So this is like a layup, y'all. Again, before I give you the answer, I'm going to repeat the question one more time. Two states don't observe daylight savings. What states are they? And the answers are Arizona and Hawaii. Arizona and Hawaii. I I knew the Arizona because I knew Arizona was like weird about that. They're like, screw that. We ain't doing it. It's going to be one time here, always. Respect to Arizona. Do your thing, Arizona. And Hawaii. That kind of makes sense. Hawaii's just chilling out in the ocean, like, yeah, we're good. No thanks. No daylight savings for us. We're going to keep it chill, aloha, mahalo, and whatnot. All right, let's hit our next trivia question. All right. This is a good one, and I'm going to give you a little hint with it. What was the first toy to be advertised on television? And I'm going to give you a little hint along with this question. So the question is, what was the first toy to be advertised on television? This toy was also featured in Toy Story. You will see this toy in the Toy Story movies. Hint, not Buzz Lightyear. So, what was the first toy to be advertised on television? And an additional hint, this toy was in the Toy Story movies. You can throw us your guesses. You can take a shot at this by getting your device's attention, using the word say, and give us your answer. Say PlayStation 5? No. And if that was your answer, that would be dumb because think about the first thing to be ever advertised on television. Come on. What toy? So here's another hint. It's not Woody. So it's a toy from Toy Story, not Woody, not Buzz Lightyear. Here's one more hint for you. This is going to give it away. Tater tots. Okay? What toy has a relation to tater tots? What if you wanted to put a little face on a tater tot? Oh, come on. You have to have it now. You cannot not know the answer. What toy, first toy to be advertised on television? Your hints are it was in Toy Story and Tater Tots. The answer, Mr. Potato Head. There you go, Mr. Potato Head. How are you doing in our trivia challenge? Do you have it? Have you answered some questions? Have you not? All right. Here is one more question. What 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career? This is a classic film at this point. 1994 crime movie. Really enjoyed this, especially when it came out. I love this movie, the time construction, so many memorable characters, so many memorable scenes. What 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career? So before this, like, John Travolta was a megastar in the 80s, Saturday Night Fever, Staying Alive. Then he did like the Look Who's Talking movies with Kirstie Alley, where he had a talking baby. Okay, but then he disappeared from the scene for a hot second. And this film brought him back, like, to the A-list. He went on a run after that, of, like, several high-profile films. So, what 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career? I'll give you a hint. The director also directed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay? You should have it at this point. You should have it. Think of Samuel L. Jackson, also in this movie. And the answer to our trivia question is Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction, the movie that revitalized John Travolta's career. Producer Travis, are you in the house? Travis, how are you doing? Have you gotten honestly, what's your score out of the 4 questions I've asked? Oh, can't hear you.
I'm about 50-50. I didn't have Nakatomi Plaza, despite liking Die Hard. I didn't have the daylight savings time specifically because I forgot about Hawaii.
Right.
But I got this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the first one.
Nice. Nicely done, Travis. We are going to do one more. We're going to do one more trivia question. Here we go. It's 12:20 on the West Coast. It is 3:20 on the East Coast. And we've got one more trivia question for you. All right. Here you go. This is for my crown enthusiasts. Who was the first female prime minister of Great Britain? All right, crown enthusiasts. I'm sure one of our other hosts on this network, Anthony Davis, knows the answer to this. Who was the first female prime minister of England? You can chime in by getting your device's attention using the word say, and then put your answer after that. Device, say Kylie Minogue. Wrong. Device, say Scary Spice. Incorrect. Device, say Sporty Spice. No, and it's not Posh, Baby, or Ginger either. None of the Spice Girls were the first female prime minister of Great Britain. FYI. Who was the first female prime minister of Great Britain? Uh, she was played by Gillian Anderson of the X-Files in The Crown. First female prime minister of Great Britain. Going to give you the answer in 3, 2, 1. Mags, Margaret Thatcher for the win. How did you do on our trivia challenge? Did you answer any of the questions correctly? Did you know all of them? Did you know none of them? Listen, no shame in your game, no judgment here. You are all the trivia champions of the day. All right. Hopefully we gave you some fun facts to put in your back pocket. Maybe next time you go to bar trivia, you'll be that much more ready. Thank you for hanging out with your pal Hal and taking part in our trivia challenge. Let's see what we got coming up here. It is 12:22. It is 3:22 on the East Coast. We are going to be with you until the top of the hour, until 4 o'clock on the East Coast, until 1 o'clock. Your pal Hal is hanging out with you. Now we've gotten something very fun for you. Hey, producer Travis, would you mind coming back in for a moment?
Yeah.
Travis, I have to go get our very special guest. Would you mind taking over for a moment while I make sure he is ready to talk to the nice people?
Not at all. I'd love to.
Great. And do you have some thoughts what to kill time with, or are you good?
Let's hear it. Yeah, why not?
Well, Travis, I know you're a big basketball fan. If you want to give people some thoughts on what's going down in the current NBA season.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, but up to you, Travis. You're a man of you're a man of many interests. You're a Renaissance man, so I trust you implicitly. I will be back shortly with our guest.
Sounds good. See you in a sec. Hi, everybody. It's my time now. I think instead of the NBA, I'm going to talk about internet signal leakage. I'm dealing with that today. Apparently, planes can interfere with the signal coming direct from your internet service provider's cable signal. And I happen to live right next to an airport. So I think that might be what's giving me so much harassment on a day-to-day basis. Regardless, we all have our trials. The NBA season, though, I am a huge fan. It is my number one sport. It's captured my heart because I logged into the NBA, not their website, but I've started paying attention right before my hometown, the Bay Area, Golden State Warriors, went on their dynastic run through last year. And it's great. This season, the field is wide open. The Warriors are, they have the best record in the league, which is, whatever. You got Steph Curry. It's going to happen. You're going to be successful. It's just how it goes. But there's a lot to think about. The Lakers seem to be in some form of disarray. LeBron James is hurt. They got blown out by the Chicago Bulls last night with a triumvirate of, what do we got? Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Alex Caruso showing the Lakers what's what. We got the Denver Nuggets trying to hang on until Jamal Murray gets back. The Kawhi-less Clippers. Paul George making a slight MVP run for the Clippers. We got, what else is going on? Let me think of it. The Utah Jazz continuing to be one of the best regular season teams, so who knows what they can pull off in the playoffs. And most importantly, the Pelicans still suck. Looks like we might have our guest checking in here in a sec. And let's see. We'll wait till I get the signal. They're usually talking about some stuff. I don't know. Hal's got all these friends they bring in. They always got some weird stuff. I think this might be a repeat. If I'm not mistaken, this person looks pretty familiar. Yeah, okay. It's just as I feared. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Dr. Peaches, podiatrist about.
Hello. Thank you for letting me join in to the fun, Hal. I am Dr. Robert Peaches, podiatrist, medical expert, couples therapist as well. I know everything there is to know about feet And I also do couples therapy with my patented dual foot massage. That's right. I have couples come into my home office and I will have you take off your shoes and socks. And then I will massage one person with one hand, the other person with the other hand. And it will take you into a place of bliss, healthfulness, and maybe, just maybe, put the spark back into your marriage. So let Dr. Peaches touch your feet. And I am also a health nut and a COVID expert. So I invite you right now to ask me any questions that you might have regarding your health, your feet, how to revitalize your marriage, or COVID-19. Let's see if we have any questions from the folks here. And again, I was told you can use the word say and then ask your question, or go to backchannel.tv and ask your question there. Oh, here we go. Uh, this is a question from Diane M. in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Dr. Peaches, how much do I need to clean the products I bring home from the market? I want to make sure COVID is not on any surfaces. That's a great question, Diane. So, a lot of people during the pandemic have been asking, how long does COVID stay on a surface? How how can you tell if you need to wipe down your products? Where do we stand on that? Well, I have a foolproof method of how to know whether COVID is on your products that you bring home. So, you may or may not know COVID is spicy to the taste. So, what I do is I take any product I buy, like this dental floss, say, and just give it a little taste. Not spicy. This dental floss is COVID free. Here is a can of shaving gel that I bought at the market. Okay. And let's see if this shaving gel has any spice to it. I just did a little run earlier to get some toiletries. Now that is spicy. Ooh, ooh, that was very, mm, mm. Drinking water. So that shaving cream I just licked had a spicy taste to it, so I could be in trouble. I might have just given myself COVID. So you're going to want to do the same thing. Lick the products and then you'll know, oh, this might have COVID on it. All right? Thank you for that wonderful question. Again, if you have any medical questions for me, chime in. Let us know by using the magic word say, and then you can ask anything. Say, how do I get rid of my bunions? Or say, how do I get rid of my corns? Or say, once I've gotten rid of my corns, what do I do with them? Pop them. Just kidding. That was a popcorn joke, folks. All right, let's see. We have more questions coming in here. All right. Oh, here we go. Uh, this question is actually, uh, this question, I've got a question from my neighbor, Eileen. Okay. Eileen, my neighbor asks, would you please close your drapes? You're often nude in your living room, and the entire neighborhood can see you. Either close the drapes or put on clothes. No, Eileen, I wear clothes when I work, and in my downtime, I am somewhat of a nudist. Okay. I need vitamin D to offset my sugar intake. That comes, and the vitamin D, it comes from the sun coming through my window. If you don't like it, Eileen, look the other way. Why are you looking in my giant picture window, Eileen? And who made you the boss of me? So, again, for the record, I will not close my drapes, and I will just continue to do my thing, so to speak. Thanks, but no thanks, Eileen. All right. Let's see if we have any questions from someone who's not a neighborhood busybody. All right. Uh, Selma in Dearborn, Michigan asks, what else can I do to stay safe from COVID-19 besides wearing a mask and avoiding large gatherings? Okay. Well, Selma, I like to say it's a great idea to sleep in a wig. Okay? Because then if COVID-19 comes into your house in the form of a person and asks, who are you? You can confuse it and you could say, I'm a little Dutch boy. I don't know who you're looking for. You are in the wrong house. And the COVID will be momentarily confused and then ask you, are you sure you're not Dr. Peaches? And then you can respond, no, I'm a little Dutch boy named Frederic. Please do not hurt me, COVID. And then the COVID will be disoriented and move on to the next house. Because as we know, COVID can take on many forms, including the form of felines. Don't forget, COVID lives in cats. And you can get COVID by making direct eye contact with a cat. We have one more question. Diane R. from Kissimmee, St. Cloud, Florida asks, do you have any overall health suggestions that people can do at home? Sure. As a podiatrist, the feet are where it all starts. You got to take care of yourself from the ground up. And what I would suggest is soaking your feet in green Mountain Dew. Okay? Not Code Red Mountain Dew, but the green Mountain Dew. The green Mountain Dew will give your feet strength and powers like the Hulk. Green Mountain Dew, the Hulk is green. You've got the strength starting from the ground up. So get yourself a big bucket, a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, and then soak those feet. Now, whether you drink the Mountain Dew after that, entirely up to you. This has been some medical advice from your neighborhood doctor, Dr. Robert Peaches. And to Deborah, who says, oh no, yuck, listen, I drink the Mountain Dew because your feet are filled with antioxidants. So that concoction, delish. I want to thank you for taking some time hanging out with Dr. Peaches. And don't forget, wash your hand.
Thank you, Dr. Peaches, for that. For all that. It was very kind to come in here and share your expertise on so many things. We appreciate it. Can't wait to try out those tips in the home myself, especially the naked part. My roommates should be fine with it. Anyways, while Hal gets himself back in the room, Just want to say thanks again for hanging out. And looks like he's back, so we're going to hand it back off to Hal.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that was I actually took a bathroom break there while Dr. Peaches was talking to you, but I hope I hope you got something out of that, some tips that will help you fight off the germs during this pandemic and whatnot. Thank you, Dr. Peaches, for putting on clothes and coming by to talk to all the folks. And that first tip, I heard him while I was uh, going to the bathroom. I'm going to start licking all of the products that I bring home just to see if yeah, just to see if the COVIDs came along for the ride. And I want to thank everybody for chilling in the back channel today. You are with your pal Hal. We've had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun talking about foods, what's healthy, what's not healthy. We talked about trivia. We had some TV recommendations, trending topics. We had a little bit of comedy. Oh, so you know what? We might be having the time of our sweet young lives right now. And I appreciate you hanging out. And again, if you want to chime in on any of the topics, do you have what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Are you looking forward to Thanksgiving? We talked a little bit about that at the top of the show. Do you have are there any shows that you want to recommend to us? Tell us what you've watched or what you're looking forward to watching. Anything at all, or just let us know what you're doing today. Are you uh, doing some day trading at home on your computer? Are you are you sitting there with your dog and just staring out at the view while you listen to the back channel? Whatever you want, whether you're working, whether you're chilling, glad to be here with you. And you can join us by getting your device's attention and using the word say. And then you could say, Hal, do you wear actual clothes or do you only wear sweatpants since the pandemic started? And I will say, it is rare for me to wear pants. I wear a lot of joggers and sweatpants. Now you know my dirty little secret. Uh, or you can also go to backchannel.tv to talk to us. Go to backchannel.tv. All right. So let's see what we got next. Dr. Peaches came in, and now, oh, very exciting, folks. It is time for this or that. Yes, this is the segment where we give you two choices and you can only pick one. The other choice has to go away forever. Forever. All right. So let's start off this or that. Ooh, you know what? Can't get enough snacks. This is a very snack friendly zone, this show. Okay. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to someone with a great name, Hershey Park Nobles. Hershey Park Nobles, thank you for joining the stream. Are you in Hershey, Pennsylvania, Hershey Park Nobles? Oh, Hershey Park Nobles is coming to us from Alaska. Very cool. But shout out to Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Hershey Park Nobles coming to us all the way from Alaska. All right, let's start a little this or that. And our first this or that, we are going to, we're going to ask a tough question. This is a battle of side orders. Sweet potato fries or onion rings? There it is. If one of those had to fly away and never come back, would you stick with only sweet potato fries or onion rings? Now, onion rings, a decadent snack. I mean, a good crispy onion ring. Oh, come on. Not as maybe not as good as a pretzel bun, but an onion ring is so good. But sweet potato fries, like, they have given oh, there's a nice combo there. Oh, that's the best of both worlds. That picture that just popped up of sweet potato fries and onion rings. But Sweet potato fries have really made a name for themselves. Sweet potato fries, that young rookie came into the league and just put everyone on notice. French fries were like, whoa, who's the new guy? And sweet potato fries are like, yeah, I'm here. Get used to it. So, which would you pick if you could only pick one for the rest of your days? If you had I'm not talking about like, a one shot deal. You know, you go one or the other. So sweet potato fries, a little healthier. Onion rings, more of a decadent snack. What are you choosing? You can use the word say and then let us know. So get your device's attention and literally use the word say and then tell us what you want. So say sweet potato fries or say onion rings or go to backchannel.tv and tell us there. What are you choosing? Travis, I'm asking the tough questions today. Yet again, do you have a dog in this fight? Do you have a horse in this race?
Sweet potato fries, when they became a thing, captured
Mhm.
my heart. I love sweet potatoes. Onion rings, I never had the biggest affinity for, but I think now, that I've lived with both for some time, the reason that I'm going to go with sweet potato fries is that they have more sauce flexibility. They stand on their own, but they are adaptable and they complement more sauces than onion rings do to my palate.
Gotcha. So Travis is going the sweet potato fry. Onion ring, he says a little more dominant. Yeah, you got that onion. You're gonna walk away with onion breath. It's more intense, but there's such a decadent treat. Oh, this is a tough one. Let's see. Oh, Deborah is chiming in sweet potato fries for sure. That is 2 votes for sweet potato fries. Chat, let us know. Use the word say and then tell us where you're at on this. So we have either sweet potato fries or onion rings. Also, onion rings take the form of a bloomin' onion, an awesome blossom. So it can take various forms. You got onion shoestrings, like onion strings. Oh, this is so close, but it looks like, folks, it looks like sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries takes it. Wow, wow, wow. That is something else. That is something else. All right. Let us move to our next question. Okay. Next question. And this is, wow, Anna, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Again, we're playing a little bit of this or that. And you can join in to play this or that by getting your device's attention, use the word say, throw in your answer after that, or go to backchannel.tv to type in your answer. Thank you for playing along with us. Okay, this is another tough one. This is uh, this question is like a civil war in and of itself. We're going to DC Comics. We're going to probably the two most famous, popular superheroes of all time. The Dawn of Justice saw Batman v Superman. Now, let me ask you, you have to pick one. Is it Superman or Batman? You can only have one. And there have been so many Batman and Superman related projects in the course of our lives. We had Smallville with Superman. We had Lois and Clark with Superman. We had you have the Splinter Show, Supergirl, and then you have Superman movies. Christopher Reeve with his series of Superman films from the 70s into the 80s, iconic. And then you had a couple of less iconic stints. And then you have the very handsome Henry Cavill playing Superman. There has been so much Superman, and he's an ideal. He's become like this figure that represents what's good and right in the world. But then Folks, you kind of have the anti-Superman. Yes, something a little darker, a little potentially more with a with a more sinister story and a darker backstory. That is Batman. And we have seen, just like Superman, we have seen so many incarnations of Batman over time. We have Batfleck, which we're looking at right now, and then Christian Bale. Upcoming, we're going to have Robert Pattinson, Clooney, Kilmer, of course, Keaton. Then we go all the way back to the 60s, got Adam West, and then we have the Batman animated series. So we've seen a lot of Batman. Batman, he represents the dark. He's the Dark Knight. He's the Caped Crusader. They put out the bat signal in the night sky, and he comes. But Superman, like, he represents just good and truth. And he's that much more of a squeaky clean, like Clark Kent. Oh boy, like Bruce Wayne, like you could just their alter egos say it all. Clark Kent is kind of like, nerdy. He's got the glasses and he's like a little bit more bumbling. Bruce Wayne, he is like the playboy billionaire, Wayne Enterprises. Oh, they both have iconic origin stories. Krypton as X-Man comes to Earth. Oh, Deborah Rudnick says Superman takes it for me. Okay, that is a clear vote for Superman. What about in the chat? Let us know. Talk to your device. Get your device's attention and then use the word say, and you can tell us. Say neither Aquaman. Okay, off the board. Wild. Or say Batman. Or device, say Superman. Or device, say I want them both. Team them up and form a Justice League. Okay. I say this all the time. I am a fan of Zack Snyder's the Snyder cut of the Justice League. It was actually pretty good and kind of epic. Let's bring in producer Travis. Producer Travis, why don't you weigh in on this? Where are you at on this Batman v Superman, this or that? Any thoughts, Travis? Well, all right, no worries about that. Travis is just dumbfounded by this question because it's so tough. It is so tough. I'm at a loss because I can't have one or the other. But Travis, okay, got to answer for Travis. So we hear from Deborah Rudnick, my mom, said Superman. I'm going Batman. Travis chimed in. Travis is going Superman. So it looks like the votes are in. Superman has flown away with this or that battle. The Dark Knight, he's gone down in flames today. Superman, the just that that chin, that red and blue costume, the iconic Man of Steel. He takes it. Oh, there's a nice close up of a artistically altered Henry Cavill right there. Good stuff. Okay, and that has been this or that. And again, what went down? Sweet potato fries beat onion rings. Superman beat Batman. We got about 5 minutes left or so, and I appreciate you hanging out with your pal Hal today. I think we might have had too much fun. And I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the West Coast. I'll be back at 2 p.m. on the East Coast with you for 2 hours, 5 days a week. I appreciate everybody hanging out with your pal Hal. And it is time for our final segment of the day, rejected segments. Rejected segments. These are bad officially. That is correct. So these are segments that we thought about doing in this show today. And at the last moment, we pulled the plug because we realized, oh, these would be unpleasant to hear about and or see if you are joining us with a visual component. So our first rejected segment, a live read of documents pertaining to corporate tax law. That's right. We were going to do that. We thought, hey, maybe if we want to, make our expand our demographic, maybe get some people with money that might be attractive to advertisers. We could get them by maybe giving them some tips so we could read about corporate tax law and tell them how that works. We realized that would be a quick trip to slumberland. That would be a real snooze to read. Yeah. Yeah, there was an image of U.S. Corporate tax rates, statutory corporate tax rates, effect versus the effective corporate tax rate. But as soon as I started doing a deep dive into it, I realized this would be pleasant for the listeners. So you did not get to hear a deep, like a 10 to 15-minute live read of documents pertaining to corporate tax law. Here's another segment that was rejected. Travis really wanted to do this one, but I'm like, at the last minute, I was like, you know what? Unpleasant, unflattering. This was a segment called Urinary Tract Infections of the Stars. Urinary tract infections of the stars. We were going to go down a list of very famous people, maybe some of your favorite celebrities, and some of their personal issues in their private areas. But then we realized, hey, that's intrusive, off-putting. The photos that we had, I don't know how Travis got a hold of those. They were very tough to look at. So you're not going to hear about the urinary tract infections of the stars. No. Yep. And Deborah Rudnick says, do not think so. Mom, I'm with you on that. Uh, it's just about time for us to bounce out of here. Again, I had such a good time chatting with folks and talking to you and just hanging out. And that's what we're going to do every day. We are here 5 days a week, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the East Coast, just talking about what's in the news, what's trending, movies, snacks, and you are always welcome right here with your pal Hal. I absolutely want to thank you for taking the time to hang out with us today. We couldn't do the show without you. And I want to thank my friend producer Travis. Producer Travis, give him one more give him one more face reveal and give us a one word of, if any word of advice to go out on there, producer Travis. That's oh, a little slight issue there with producer Travis. Travis, any words of wisdom to go out on?
This is with
Oh, well, I'll give you a piece of advice to go out on. We're having a little bit of a technical issue with producer Travis. Here's a piece of advice to that I'll leave you on. Don't buy an avocado that is too soft. Make sure your avocados are not too soft. That's my word of wisdom for the day. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.